Inside the Big Game continues. I am Gabe Morency. We're kicking it live in New Orleans. Countdown to kickoff is on SportsGrid Radio and Television Network, Sirius XM, Channel 159. We're sitting beside a man that knows this town very well. He's played football here for 5 years, a 5-year NFL vet, New Orleans Saint. And to me, I'm even more excited about the fact a former Michigan Wolverine in the house. Go Blue, Cesar Ruiz. What's up, my man? Thanks for taking the time to be with us, man.
No, of course.
Hey, man, so we're in New Orleans. We've had a great time so far this week. What's it like? I know you'd rather be playing in the game this week, man, but what's it like having the football world come to the backyard?
I think it's great, man. I think it's great. The city is, New Orleans is already an amazing city, so they're doing a great job adding New Orleans flavor to the Super Bowl. It's great. I got off the plane yesterday and saw the airport, so it looks amazing. So, shout out to them for doing such a great job.
So listen, there's a lot of talk about Cooper Kupp getting traded.
Yeah.
I saw a segment on TV last night. What's a good fit for him? Where should he end up? For people tuning in right now, if there's a player out there, an agent out there, you sell the Saints and the city of New Orleans. What's it like playing for the New Orleans Saints?
Man, it's great playing for the Saints, man, because I tell people all the time, we got some of the most passionate fans, if not the most passionate fans in the entire NFL, man. This city loves the Saints, man, and
this city is the Saints, right?
Yeah,
you guys are the city, huh?
Yeah, and it's about time we started doing something special for the city.
Now, listen, last year, this past season, didn't go the way you guys wanted. Pretty much whatever could go wrong kind of did, right, for you?
Yeah.
How tough was it?
Yeah, it was weird, man.
Because you started to play well, and then boom, the carpet gets pulled out, right?
Yeah, it was such a weird, so many weird things kept happening. It was just, it was just so unfortunate, man. It was just, I can't put it into words. Especially being out there, being a player, it's things start going well, and then next thing you know, you see things not go so well. So, man, it wasn't a good feeling.
I guess, though, being in the league for 5 years, it's the way it is. Not all seasons are going to go your way, right?
Yeah.
And also in this league, you can go from worst to first. You can turn things around in a hurry in a National Football League. There's a lot of talk about Kellen Moore being the new coach of the New Orleans Saints. Obviously, he's got some work to do this weekend. What can you tell us? What are you hearing about the future of the coaching situation for the Saints?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I haven't heard a thing.
So you just know what you hear in the media, right?
I'm finding out, I'm finding out from what the media is saying. So I don't know how much.
That's the word on the street, bro. That the day after the Super Bowl, Kellen Moore is going to be the coach.
Yeah, I don't know. You take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
but I said, whoever's our coach, I can't wait to meet him. You know what I'm saying? Whoever our coach is going to be, and I'm going to embrace him, and I'm going to be can't wait to meet whoever's going to be.
So speaking of coaches, you're a former college coach. Jim Harbaugh, International Football League right now. I've been a lifelong Michigan Wolverine fan. Loved Harbaugh when I was a kid as a quarterback. Knew he was going to put the program back on the map, and you were part of that foundation. You could have went to a lot of schools.
Yep.
And Michigan wasn't at the top of the chain then, right? Right now they're throwing big money around and all that, right?
Yeah.
Before it was and you got to earn your spot there. You're not promised a starting position when you commit to the Michigan Wolverines. What was it about Coach Harbaugh and Ann Arbor and the Wolverines that sold you, man?
Yeah, it was I think what sold. I was talking about this earlier. I think what sold it was how authentic Coach Harbaugh was. When I was talking to Coach Harbaugh and I would take all these visits, I went to Michigan a bunch, but when I would take these visits and I would talk to Coach Harbaugh and I would talk to the staff, I didn't feel like somebody was trying to just sell me something. I didn't feel like, I didn't.
Is
never
he
felt
who
pressured.
we see on TV? Is he like that genuine? Because he seems to be just the real deal.
He's just an authentic, very authentic person. I didn't he never was like, you're going to come in here and start, or I never was pressured to hey, commit right now. And a lot of schools I went to, I felt pressured. And I was at Michigan, they were like, hey man, enjoy the facilities, enjoy where you at. We love you as a player. And just there, I just always felt so comfortable there. And I was like, this is where I want to be. It feels authentic. And that held true through my 3 years there too. It was just everything that I thought it was going to be, it was what it was. So
can you tell us, the funniest or a funny Harbaugh thing about him, not wanting to eat chicken and drinking as much milk as he does? Did he get in your guys' face about this stuff?
Yeah, it was actually funny because a chicken is a nervous bird.
Yeah, he said
what he calls
too
it.
twitchy, right? Yeah.
He said chicken is a nervous bird. And, you know, being young, you know, I was like, yeah, chickens are nervous. I was like, yeah, chickens are nervous, man. I'll eat steak. But it was great. I think the first meal I ever had at his house, I had a meal there, and it was we had milk. There was a bunch of milk. I think all the early enrollees, it was milk and steak, I believe. I think that's what we had. So it was awesome, though. But, like, he has his philosophies, he has his beliefs, and I love it because he loves the game. He loves ball, and he loves his guys, so.
I got to ask you about the game that's coming up this weekend with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Do you see, how do you feel, what do you think when you see the media and a lot of people sort of making the Kansas City Chiefs villains because they're winning? And there's a lot of people that, the refs are helping them and this and that. And listen, bro, it's hard, to win as much as they do by accident, right?
Yeah, you don't do that on accident, man. I mean, they are, I put it like this, man. Obviously, as football fans, as humans, you like to see different things, like to see change, like to see a new winner. It's good for like the brain, you know what I'm saying? But I just put it like this, man. Like, as bad as people don't like to see the Chiefs' success. I mean, they earned it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these guys.
What is it that makes them so good? They're just there. It seems to me that they don't make mistakes, and the execution. Right, they execute simple plays time and time, and nothing complicated, just simple plays over and over.
Yeah, I mean, they have their blueprint, they have their philosophy, and they do it well.
And what about the Philadelphia Eagles? You guys played the Philadelphia Eagles earlier this year. You guys had the Eagles on the ropes. Yeah. And Saquon did the Saquon type of thing that he does, right, and popped a couple of big runs. Mm-hmm. What was it like playing against the Philadelphia Eagles and that? Man, they got some brutal dudes on the defensive side of the ball, don't they?
Yeah, they have a really good defense, young, talented defense. A lot of talented guys in that defense. It's funny, when I play against Philly, I'm from South Jersey. So, I grew
Camden,
up around,
right?
Yeah, from Camden, New Jersey. So I grew up around Philly fans my entire life. So every time I play the Eagles, it's always like, I'm playing the hometown team. But, playing against Philly is always fun. It's always fun and competitive. Like I said, those guys are super talented. And this year's game was a nail biter. It was a close one. So,
were you an Eagle fan growing up, a Giant fan?
No, I didn't have a favorite team growing up. I just love football. I just kind of like football.
And I know, listen, something you're very proud of is your Dominican heritage.
Yes.
And I tell you what, I covered the Montreal Expos. Vladimir Guerrero, a legend. The Alous, legends. Yeah. Baseball players are basically, a lot of kids grow up wanting to be baseball players, be Major League Baseball players. How cool is it for you that there's going to be kids in the Dominican Republic? So you know what? Maybe I can play in the NFL too. I don't have to just play baseball.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And I'd love being, an example for them. I love being like, hey, listen, you don't have to limit yourself to one thing. You can. It doesn't even have to be sports. I'm feeling like, hey, you can really just do whatever you really want to set your mind to. You can do whatever you want.
And I guess for kids from Camden as well. Exactly. You can get to where you want to go, right?
Yeah, that was my big thing when I got drafted too. Just making sure I spoke to the youth. As soon as I got drafted, I sent out a message. Make sure I spoke to the youth. Like, hey, you can do whatever you want. I chose to play football, and look what I did. Like, you guys can do whatever you want, and that's kind of been my message to a lot of young people and just anybody that's just has dreams and aspirations. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. So.
All right, Cesar, I think we got about a minute left here, so I got to get a prediction from you. Is Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs, going to become the first team to win 3 Super Bowls in a row, or Saquon and Jalen going to get it done?
I'll be honest.
And Brandon Graham, man, a little blue love right there, there, little blue.
My guy BG. Man, I'll be honest. I hate to be the guy, but I don't even know, man. I probably won't even watch the game.
Really?
Nah.
A little bit?
I probably won't even watch it. I'll wait to the end.
Really?
I'll wait
you have a little party or something? You going to chill on Sunday?
Nah, man, because I'm mad I can't play.
You're just going to check in later in the game,
I might switch the channel like a couple times. And check.
What about the halftime show? The halftime show with Kendrick. You're going to watch that, man?
That's my favorite artist, so I'm watching that. I'm going to make sure I'm there for the halftime.
5 Grammys for him, mate.
Yeah.
5 years in the NFL, 5 Grammys for him. Hey, you're the man, Cesar.
Yes, sir.
Go blue.
Go blue.